Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Cheva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jaya Mudiraye Nasta Prayasya Bhareshu Nityam Bhagavati Sevaya Bhagavati Uttamasloke Bhakti Bhavati Naisteki. Today we are reading from Canto 10, Chapter 3, The Birth of Lord Krishna, Text 1 through 11. Text 1 to 5. Thereafter, at the auspicious time for the appearance of the Lord, the entire universe was surcharged with all the qualities of goodness, beauty, and space, and peace. The constellation Rohini appeared, as did stars like Aswini. The sun, the moon, and the other stars and planets were very peaceful. All directions appeared extremely pleasing, and the beautiful stars twinkled in the cloudless sky. Decorated with towns, villages, mines, and pasturing grounds, the earth seemed all auspicious. The rivers flowed with clear water, and lakes and vast reservoirs full of lilies and lotuses were extraordinarily beautiful. And the trees and green plants full of flowers and leaves, pleasing to the eyes, birds like cuckoos and swans of bees began chanting with sweet voices for the sake of the demigods. A pure breeze began to blow, pleasing the sense of touch and bearing the aroma of flowers. And when the Brahmanas engaging in ritualistic ceremonies ignited their fires according to Vedic principles, the fires burned steadily, undisturbed by the breeze. Thus, when the birthless Lord Vishnu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, was about to appear, the saints and Brahmanas, who had always been disturbed by demons like Kansa and his men, felt peace within the core of their hearts, and catadrums simultaneously vibrated from the upper planetary system. Text 6. The Kinnaras and Gandharvas began to sing auspicious songs, and the Siddhas and Chadanas offered auspicious prayers, and the Vidyadharis, along with the Apsaras, began to dance in jubilation. Text 7 and 8. The demigods and great saintly persons showered flowers in a joyous mood, and clouds gathered in the sky and very mildly thundered, making sounds like those of the ocean waves. Then the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu, who is situated in the core of everyone's heart, appeared from the heart of Devaki in the dense darkness of night, like the full moon rising on the eastern horizon, because Devaki was of the same category as Sri Krishna. Text 9 and 10. Vasudeva then saw the newborn child, who had very wonderful lotus-like eyes and who bore in his 4 hands the 4 weapons, Sankha, Chakra, Gada, and Padma. On his chest was the mark of Shrivasta, and his neck the brilliant Kaustuba gem. Dressed in yellow, his body blackish like a dense cloud, his scattered hair was fully grown, and his helmet and earrings sparkling uncommonly with the valuable gem Vaidurya. The child, decorated with a brilliant belt, armlets, bangles, and other ornaments, appeared very wonderful. Text 11. When Vasudeva saw his extraordinary son, his eyes were struck with wonder. In transcendental jubilation, he mentally collected 10,000 cows and distributed them among the Brahmanas as a transcendental festival. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Pratyush Prabhuji, please accept our humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Prabhuji, please take over the call, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, everyone. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you, Mataji, for reading today's verse translation. Thank you, Sundaran Prabhuji, for opportunity to serve, and thank you, Mataji, for coordinating today's session. I'll start with my prayer. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharani Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyata Deshatarani. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Sorry, I forgot to turn on the video. So in today's session, we are reading from Canto 10 and chapter 3, titled "The Birth of Lord Krishna, Lord Hari." So let me share my screen, and then we'll get go. Thank you so much. So this is very auspicious, like all other chapter. This one is also, since this chapter described the birth of Lord Krishna. So far we have seen the Kamsa, how Kamsa was behaving badly, and creating nuisance all around, and also he has put Vasudev and Devaki in jail. And then in the previous chapter we have seen how the prayers of demigods. We have seen, since the time was matured, so the Krishna is arriving. So demigod knew that fact, and they came and prayed their obeisances and prayed Bhagwan. In the today's session, we'll see how all the condition becomes so auspicious before the birth of the Bhagwan, Lord Hari, and also see the form of Lord, how he appeared from the heart of Devaki. So moving on to the text 1 and 5. So in this text we see all the stars, constellations automatically came in, appeared in the auspicious. So here it is described that in the Bhagavad Gita also, Bhagavan says the Lord appearance and birth and all the activities are all transcendental, and that one who factually understand that is immediately ready to be transferred to the spiritual world. So Lord appearance or birth is not like the normal ordinary man. It's transcendental. Like ordinary man is forced to take this body because of the past deed, but Lord appearance is, as explained in the previous chapter, is by his own pleasure, for his own pleasure, sweet pleasure. So when the time was mature for Bhagwan to take or appear in this world, the constellation automatically became very auspicious. So in astrology, the influence of constellation Rohini is said to be very auspicious. So Rohini, we know that is a direct supervision of Brahma, and who is born out of Vishnu. So, and Lord Vishnu, who is birthless, right? So, and according to the astrological conclusion, um, the all the like auspicious happen if the constellation is Rohini. So we see a lot of changes happen in all the direction, east, south, west, everywhere the atmosphere um, of peace and prosperity, and all the stars were visible in the sky, and and the cloud was skyless, and all the towns and villages and pasturing ground on the earth seemed all auspicious. So, and river were flowing clear, and and the lakes and the vast reservoir full of lilies and lotus were extraordinarily beautiful. So it was cold but not chilly. So we see and all across the universe there was a change in the atmosphere and the weather condition. The birds in the forest began to sing the sweet voice with a sweet voice, and peacock were dancing, and and the wind were blowing very pleasantly, which was carrying the fragrance of different flowers, um, and and the and the bodily touch of that breeze was very pleasing. So we know it was a midnight. Bhagwan took birth during the midnight, and the flower blew in the daytime. But since everyone wanted to participate in this auspicious moment, the flower also blown up in the night and making the air fragrant. And also at the home, the Brahmanas was engaging in the ritualistic ceremonies. So at that time, we know that the Kamsa, due to the disturbance created by the Kamsa, the ritualistic ceremonies was stopped. So they were not allowed to do any ritualistic ceremony or put fire, do any yagya. But since the Brahmanas felt the pleasing atmosphere, so they started doing the ritualistic ceremony without any distress, without any um, anxiety of getting caught. So, and it is also said by Prabhupada that since they were not doing ritualistic sacrifices, the Brahmanas were very distressed in mind and intelligence in activities. So similarly, we are also advised to do our uh, yagya by performing Hare Krishna mantra chanting, or doing everything uh, by giving it as an offering to Krishna or Krishna service. So then our mind will become perfect. We will be relieved from the distress. And we see that on the appearance of Krishna, automatically their mind become full of joys, right? And they could hear the loud vibration in the sky, so it's that the sound vibration were proclaiming that the supreme personality of Godhead is arriving. And the weather condition mentioned in this verse seems to be like a springtime, not the month when the Krishna took birth. Krishna took birth in the month of September, but we see all the condition explained is of springtime. So which means uh, during the birth of Lord Krishna, there was a seasonal change took place throughout the entire universe. And also, yeah, we see that and everyone felt peaceful, and then kettle drum vibrating from the upper planetary systems. I'll move to the next one. In the shloka 6 and 7, 6, it is explained that Kinnaras and Gandharvas in the upper planetary system started singing auspicious songs, and Siddhas, Charnas offered auspicious prayers, and Vidyares also, along with Apsaras, began to dance. So they were also feeling ecstasy because Bhagwan is entering into the world, in this world. And Bhagwan will relieve from all this distress which was going through. So everyone was very happy. In text 7 and 8, we see that demigod and great saintly person showered the flower in joyous mood, and the cloud gathered in the sky very mildly thundered. So even cloud wanted to participate in this occasion, to making sound like ocean waves. And the Supreme Personality of Godhead Vishnu, who is situated in everyone's heart, appeared from the heart of Devaki in the dense darkness of night, like the full moon rising on the eastern horizon. And it is also mentioned that because Devaki was the same category as Krishna, Sri Krishna, so Prabhupada emphasized on this, that in the Brahma Samhita, it is mentioned Ananda Chinmaya Rasa, which means, which indicates Krishna and his associates are of same spiritual potency. Ananda Chinmaya Rasa. Similarly, Krishna father and his mother and all his cowherd boys and the cows are all expansions of Krishna. And in the later chapters, we will see in Brahma Vimohan Leela, when Brahma took away the Krishna's cowherd boys, Krishna associate, to test the supremacy of Lord Krishna, the Lord expanded himself again in the form of many cowherd boys and cows, and all of whom, and when Brahma came back to he saw all of them were Vishnu Murtis. All of them was the expansion of Vishnu. So he got surprised by seeing, and then he realized Krishna is himself Bhagwan. So here Sukdev Goswami is explaining that Devaki was the same as Krishna category, expansion of Krishna, and therefore this verse says that Devakayam Devarupayam Vishnu Sarva Guha Saha. So, and next, what we see in this verse is that at the time of Lord appearance, the great sages and demigods showering the flower, and at the seashore there was a sound of mild waves, and above the sea there were clouds in the sky which began to thunder. So everything in the universe was joyous and taking part in this auspicious moment. So whenever there is the things like the Vishnu Bhagwan himself is appear, the things get automatically adjusted. And also Prabhupada explained that Devaki is who is appeared as a demigoddess, and the appearance of Lord Vishnu can be compared as a rising full moon from the eastern horizon. So people might object that since Lord Krishna appeared on the eighth day of the waning moon, so how it can then there is no question, there is no chance that it can be a full moon. So the Prabhupada gave explanation that Lord Krishna appeared in the dynasty of the moon. So and looking at this incident, the moon was so joyous, overjoyous condition that by the grace of Krishna, he appeared as a full moon and welcomed the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So instead of waning moon, it became full moon in jubilation. So yeah, this, and also Prabhupada explained those who are not in full knowledge, uh, uh, that the appearance and disappearance of Lord are transcendental. They 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 get surprised that how Supreme Personality can take birth like an ordinary child. But everyone has to understand that this is the birth and all the activities of Lord is never ordinary. They are all transcendental. Since Supreme Personality of Godhead is already situated in everyone's heart, he is Antaryami, super soul. That's why he is present in full potency in the Devaki's heart. As we have seen in the previous chapters, how uh, Bhagwan transformed from Vasudev heart to the Devaki heart. So uh, that's and that is how he was able to appear outside of her body also. It was not like a normal birth of a children, where it was a transcendental. And also one of the Mahajanas, Bhishmadev, he say in Bhagavatam chapter 1.9 that which we have to follow, like all the devotee has to follow it. So he also mentioned that Godhead is situated in the core of everyone's heart. So to explain this, it is said that a sun maybe appear on everyone's head, but it doesn't mean that there are thousands of sun. It's only one sun. So similarly, Supreme Godhead, because of his inconceivable potency, he can be within everyone's heart and yet not be situated variously. So the Lord is one, but he can appear in everyone's heart by his inconceivable potency. So that's why the Lord was there in the heart of Devaki, and he appeared as a child. And also, it is quoted in the Vishnu Puran. Um, the Lord appeared like the sun, and Brahma Samhita confirms that Lord is situated even within the atom. He is situated in Mathura. He is also situated in Vaikuntha and in court of everyone's heart. Therefore, one should clearly understand that he did not live like an ordinary child in the heart of the or heart or the womb of Devaki, and also he did not appear like an ordinary human child. Although it will seem like he, in order to bewilder Kamsa, so it will look like he is taking birth as a normal child. So asuras who are demonic tendency think that Krishna took birth like an ordinary child. and passed away from this world like an ordinary child. But that's not true. Who that can only be understood by devotee. So first a person need to be devotee to understand all the transcendental activities of Bhagavan. And how to become a devotee, we all know. We have to follow A, B, C, D rule, association. And so, and going forward, like it is stated by Srila Prabhupada that the Lord is Ajanma, unborn, and He is the controller of everything. And He has appeared as a child of Devaki. This is one of the inconceivable potency of Bhagavan. So He remain in His original Swarup, but still He appear and incarnate. But Krishna was Himself completely incarnated in this world as a son of Devaki. And in moving to the next verse, 9 and 10. So Vasudev saw the newborn child uh, who had wonderful lotus-like eyes, and it is explained he was carrying he was having 4 hands, and in the 4 hands he was carrying 4 weapons: Shankha, Chakra, Gada, and Padma. So he appeared in his full form, and on his chest there was a mark of Srivatsa, and on his neck there was a brilliant Kastuba gem, and he was dressed in yellow, and his body was blackish like dense cloud, and his scattered hair was fully grown, and his helmet and earring were sparkling, and it is uncommonly sparkling, which is not found in this world, with the valuable jewel like Vaidurya, and the child decorated with brilliant belt, armlet, bangles, and other ornament appear very wonderful. We can understand this is not normal, right? We don't see any child get born with all these ornaments. So he is Bhagavan himself. So it is described that the Lord Lord Beauty uh, resembles blackish color of dense cloud. Right? And it is clear from the word that Krishna first appeared with the 4 hands as Lord Vishnu. And no ordinary child in human society will take birth like this. So things to meditate here on the form of Lord while he took birth. And in text 11, when Vasudeva saw the extraordinary sun, his eyes were stuck. He was wondering. And in jubilation, transcendental jubilation, he donated 10,000 cows and celebrated festival mentally. So that's all for today. Thank you everyone for joining today's session. Hare Krishna. वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णववृंद की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय।
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah, thank you so much, Pratyush Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for a beautiful class.